Hi and welcome to Team Boonana. I'm Boonana J, and in this episode what we're going to be looking at is making a camera steady. The particular thing we're going to be making is a ring steady, or something similar to the sort of commercially named fig rig. It's basically a ring with a bar on it that you stick your camera on for if you're recording moving video, for instance, if you want to follow a subject and maybe you're even going over uneven terrain or something. Holding a camera normally with your hand will induce quite a bit of instability in the video, even with some of the best image stabilizing technology in in your camera. You know, it's still going to end up a bit funny. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what I'm on about anyway, because you're wanting to make one of these yourself and you just want to stabilize your shots and get that kind of cinematic panning and smooth kind of professional feel to your videos. So what you'll need is a 26-inch aluminium rim bike wheel. Now I'm not going to be using this particular one because this is a brand new Mavic rim, but it is a Mavic rim I'm using, just one that's been buckled, and I'm going to straighten it out, and it doesn't have any spokes on. But if you do have one of these and you don't want it anymore, it doesn't have to be black. It's going to look better if it's black, but it doesn't have to be. Simply go around, cut off all the spokes. You can do that with a decent pair of wire croppers. Literally just snip them. Be careful, sharp if you're one of our younger viewers, you know, maybe get some help from a parent, but you know, most likely you're going to be old enough, you've got your own tools. Snipping all the spokes, these will just pop out this way and you'll end up with like a big massive manky spider of spokes that you just have to chuck away somewhere. So you'll have your rim there. Next thing we're going to use is a piece of thin steel tube. The walls on this are quite thin. Just try and get the camera to focus in there. There we go. Yeah, it's about 1 mil or just under the wall thickness on these. Probably some obscure eighths of an inch of some form if you're in America, but yeah, a steel pipe, powder coated black. Good stuff. We want it thin. It's strong, you know, it's plenty strong, doesn't bend, but we're going to want it thin walled so we can squish these ends down. We're going to be flattening them because we're going to use the pipe itself after we've bent some of it to actually bolt it to the rim, and in the middle of this is where we'll be mounting the camera. To do that, I've invested in a nice cast alloy metal quick release system for a camera. This is a camera mount plate. It's really simple. Pull that back, plate releases. Now you can see one of the stainless steel bolts I'll be using. This is M8. I'll be using to mount this and also the bar to the rims. And ding, yeah, this will be mounted on, and then I'll be able to use this with other tripods and stuff. So instead of having to faff around thinking, this shot needs some, you know, single point shooting from a tripod, you know, now I've got to unscrew it and take it all off and faff around for ages. So yeah, if it's mounted on this and it's compatible with your tripod, just clip this into the tripod, and you know, this is just sitting here, you know, waiting for this to come back, and just clip in, automatically locks, and there you go, you're away, you're back shooting again, you know. So very versatile. So invest in one of these. You want one of these. So put that down there. Next thing, our hands need to be comfy. Comfy! Right, so because we want comfy hands whilst using it and we don't want to get cold, we're going to use some of this handlebar grip tape. We've gone for the urban snow camo. It's not really that urban, is it? But you know, you see most of the cool kids wearing it, so it's got to be good, hasn't it? Yeah, it's foam. It smells quite nice actually. It's got a weird kind of pear drop smell to it. But yeah, This is designed at Shamford, as you might be able to see if we focus in with the awesome new camera. There we go. Yep. Nope. Come on. There we go. Right there. You can see it's Shamford. And basically that allows you to wrap it round over itself like that, so there's an overlap. And the overlap, once pulled tight, basically you can't really feel that it's been wrapped. It levels itself off, and it just generally gives a nice finish. So we've got that on there now. Look at some of the bolts. We've got the M8 stainless steel bolts. These are about 25mm long, and we've got the corresponding nylock nuts for it. So these are locking nuts. Nylock because they've got rings of nylon in them, and as you can see there, little blue rings, and basically when the threads go through onto that, they bite on and they don't want to allow them to unscrew. So that's what you want. You want something that's going to hold itself. This has got a flange on as well, so it's going to give just an extra bit of pressure onto the interfacing surface. So that's going to hold it nice and tight. So we've got some of them, and we've got its little brother. Yeah, we've got the M5 version of that, stainless steel, again flanged nylock nut in stainless steel. This is going to be used to act as an anchor pin, if you like. This will make sense in part 2, where I'll show you the progress on said steady cam. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. So I'll catch you in episode 2, and we'll see what do we have so far.